So what we're going to do in this segment is just briefly talk about how you can use websites like YouTube to see video and get inspired to have some training sequences that you can use to expand your handling and training capabilities. What I like to do when I'm looking at a sequence on YouTube to set it up is to think about how many jumps or jump bars it would take between the obstacles, and that'll help me get the correct spacing. For example, if I look at this yellow jump here and the jump next to it, which is the white one with the black standards, the distance between that, I could roughly fit one jump in between there. So that gives me an idea about what the spacing is. I can also see that they are basically on the same line, that if I was actually standing here and looking up through it, they would actually be right on the same line together. Likewise, if I look at the very first jump here where it says jump 1, which is the Kennel Club jump, and I look to the one to the back, between here and there, I'm going to be able to get more than one jump to sit in between there. So basically, now I know I have about 5 to 6 feet between these two jumps, and I have 6 to 10 feet between here, and between 1 and 2, obviously it's going to be more. I have 15 to 20 feet from 1 to 2 when I'm setting up the sequence. The seesaw is quite a ways in a distance. It's a good 15 to 20 feet off of this yellow jump. Or if I think in terms of jumps, if a jump bar is 5 feet, it's 3 to 4 jump bars back to the teeter. If I'm actually putting the wing extensions on it, a little bit, take that into consideration. You may find something else that'll help you find out what the spacing will be, but that's one of my tricks. So let's just quickly watch this sequence, which would be a very valid sequence in many of the US venues, and then we'll go on to another sequence. Okay, so I want to set that up. What does my course look like? Well, I call this Dobie's exercise, and basically this would be what I would set up if I wanted to train the sequence 1 to 2 to 3, 4, and 5. Very nice, very simple, very easy to set up and to try. We're now going to try and look at another course. This is a very nice Malinois named Back. The course, once again, should be fairly simple to set up. It has some great things to work on. Now that's going to be the first sequence going to the weave poles that I would like to set up and try to train. And then I'm just going to pick up one more sequence which starts here, going into the long tunnel to the back side of the jump. So that would be something else that I want to set up to try to train. So what does Back's exercise look like? I might have to, by the way, when I do this, I may have to replay the sequence a little bit to try to figure out exactly what the spacing is, because obviously it can go by fairly fast. But this is what I came up when I looked at Back's exercise. 1 to the broad jump, coming around into a 270 to my tunnel, into this tight little sequence here. And you can actually see this was tight. The Malinois had to single bounce jump in between 6 to 7 and out to the weave poles. And then the second sequence I'd like to try would be 1 to the tunnel, going to the back side of this jump, and then up to here and then wrapping back. So those are two great little sequences to try. These will be included on the website. Hope you enjoy it and have fun. Go out there, find some great things to train with, and enjoy.